People of Israel are under attack, orchestrated by a terrorist organization, Hamas. In this moment of tragedy, I want to say to them and to the world and to terrorists everywhere that the United States stands with Israel. We will not ever fail to have their back.
We turn now to national news with a live look out of Jerusalem, where Israel has declared war after Hamas launched an unprecedented assault early Saturday morning. It started with a barrage of rockets, during which officials say dozens of gunmen escaped the blockaded Gaza Strip and opened fire on nearby Israeli towns. It's the deadliest attack on Israel in years, with at least hundreds dead and 1,000 more injured. In response, Israeli forces have launched a series of counter air raids on the Gaza Strip, killing hundreds there and wounding about 1,600, according to officials. We spoke with a local Jewish temple in Redding that says this war is the result of extremists and believes most Israelis and Palestinians just want to live in peace.
The average Israeli and the average Palestinian just wants to live peacefully with their neighbors. They just want to be treated fairly and live peacefully. And this is an extreme group who has brought this to their doorstep. And unfortunately, there's sort of extremists in the Israeli government right now. So the majority of people are just caught in the middle of a conflict that they really don't want to be a part of.
The Israeli government has asked anyone in the country to shelter in place. Nearly all flights to and from Israel are canceled. Many are still trying to escape the country. Congregation Beth-Israel in Chico also released a brief statement saying, quote, "Feeling the weight of what's happening in Israel, we dance and we cry. We cry and we dance. May peace prevail," end quote. But in San Francisco, tensions are high as protesters came face to face yesterday afternoon. Israel supporters responded to make their voices heard at a planned rally supporting Palestinians outside of the Israeli consulate in San Francisco. Betty Yu has both sides.
Shame! 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 Dueling demonstrators faced off outside the Israeli consulate in downtown San Francisco Sunday.
Resistance is justified!
Over violence in Israel. The pro-Palestinian rally called All Out for Palestine comes one day after Hamas launched a surprise attack that killed hundreds.
I am Jewish, and I am ashamed of what Israel is doing to the people of Palestine. I was in Palestine a month ago. I saw for myself how the Palestinian people are being oppressed.
El Cerrito resident Seth Morrison held a sign that read, "Jews for Palestinian Liberation." Impassioned protesters carrying signs and flags on both sides yelled, "Free Palestine" and "Free Israel." SFPD officers in riot gear and barriers kept the two groups separate as tensions rose.
What do you think of this surprise attack that happened Saturday?
You know, violence won't solve anything. But when a people are oppressed, when they're held in the conditions of Gaza, like they're in prison, how can you blame them? You know, many of us have been saying that the Palestinians are going to rise up. They're not going to, and you cannot expect them to sit on their hands.
San Francisco resident Jay Connor said he wanted to show support for his Jewish friends.
It's abhorrent, it's terrible. There's no reason why anyone who should be out vacationing or having a party should have to be kidnapped, hostage, raped and murdered and beaten. It's just shocking, and it's the fact that we're still even arguing Jewish existence in 2023 is pretty shocking to me.
Killers, murderers, and standing here in front of the Israeli, how shame, how unforgivable.
Both sides marched in different directions following the rival rallies.
The unfortunate thing is if we were to move forward, they'd have to resolve the problems out there first. Because obviously out here you can see there's two different degrees of anger and frustration.
There's a lot of shouting going on, but what would you like to tell that side?
What I would like to tell them is that our Jewish tradition is one of peace. It's one of coexistence. And we will only have peace when we respect the rights of all human beings.